We moved here from Apple Creek, New York 6 years ago. We bought a brownstone and we planted a...
Brownstone. Brownstone.
We bought a brownstone and we planted a beach. I lived with him until I was 18.
Then they'll ask how in the Army he was exposed to nickel, chromium, and hydrocarbons.
Chromium. Chromium.
Army, he was exposed to nickel, chromium, and hydrocarbons. This lawsuit he filed 10 years ago against the Shriver grocery chain.
It wasn't frivolous.
Frivolous. Frivolous.
It wasn't frivolous.
And when they walk out that door, I'm going to be the one who fires their asses.
So you coming to me for a pep talk?
Pep. Pep.
So you coming to me for a pep talk?
Kenny, you're our lead plaintiff. You've got to keep your composure.
I don't care about composure.
Composure. Composure.
Composure.
I don't care about composure.
I need to know everything about how this guy operates. Right, for his Wikipedia page. You think the Mavericks didn't watch game
Maverick. Maverick.
Wikipedia page? You think the Mavericks didn't watch game?
Mike, that goes for you two, up and at 'em.
Yeah, Lewis, I'd love to, but I have some work to do for
His
Harvey,
Majesty
so-
can wait. All
Majesty. Majesty.
But I have some work to do for
His
Harvey,
Majesty
so-
can wait. All
I told you that in confidence over 6 Cosmopolitans.
Well, it doesn't mean you're not the guy.
Harold, really? You drink Cosmopolitan?
Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan.
Harold, really? You drink Cosmopolitan?
To cap an oil well and gave them all cancer.
You see all these power lines around here? They crisscross the entire town.
Crisscross. Crisscross.
Around here, they crisscross the entire town.
Was Travis Tanner here? I was just with him. He couldn't have beaten me by much.
Sweetie, why don't you go inside?
Sweetie. Sweetie.
Sweetie, why don't you go inside? That they're going to go after us. That they have dirt on everyone. You mentioned Eva Williams' arrest for public intoxication.
Intoxication. Intoxication.
Williams' arrest for public intoxication.
What? Lewis, I didn't hide anything.
Don't worry. No one's going to label you a snitch.
Snitch.
I mean, we didn't even...
Snitch. Snitch.
Snitch.
I mean, we didn't even...
Bronze, would you?
Try something with a full fruit flavor, like a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignons are a little bit oaky for my palate.
Palate. Palate.
Sauvignons are a little bit oaky for my palate. Sauvignons are a little bit oaky for my palate.
This article right here is all about the resurgence of Pinot Noir.
Resurgence. Resurgence.
Right here is all about the resurgence of Pinot Noir.
But then I wouldn't feel like James Bond.
Oh, who does that make me?
Pussy galore.
Galore. Galore.
Me.
Pussy galore.
Well, the computers don't run themselves. At least until Skynet goes active.
Sarah Connor.
Terminator. Terminator.
Sarah Connor.
Call you Mike.
Well, actually, I prefer Mike. Well, Mike, 6 months ago, I was at Connolly White. The network went
Haywire. Haywire.
6 months ago, I was at Connolly White. The network went haywire. And I'm gonna give you this check for 10 grand. You You get one number, 1 comma, 1 decimal.
decimal, decimal,
You get one number, 1 comma, 1 decimal. Oh, and when I win, I'll also take one of those computers. And for the record, there's not a single comma on there.
comma, comma,
There's not a single comma on there.
Okay, as soon as we get inside, I need you to find every plaintiff you interviewed and tell them they're here under false pretenses.
pretense, pretense,
You interviewed and tell them they're here under false pretenses.
He came here himself.
Big mistake.
Sorry to ruin your little brunch.
brunch, brunch,
Sorry to ruin your little brunch.
For pennies on the dollar.
Then do it.
I tried, but they won't give us anything without collateral.
collateral, collateral,
They won't give us anything without collateral.
Leak the list before he jumps ship.
Mike, Lewis is a lot of things, but he's not a traitor. That man, please.
traitor, traitor,
But he's not a traitor. That man, please.
Vanessa, I'm gonna need that wiretap after all.
wiretap, wiretap,
Vanessa, I'm gonna need that wiretap after all.
Here's your GX 9000.
You're a good man. Use it for porn,
And I'll know.
porn, porn,
use it for porn.
And I'll know. So what are you still doing here then?
After I gave him the list, they reneged on the offer.
Renege. Renege.
Gave him the list, they reneged on the offer.
Take a listen. Don't worry, it's not going to give you cancer.
No matter what that is, it's not admissible. Unless
Admissible. Admissible.
No matter what that is, it's not admissible. Unless, of course, you had a warrant, which you didn't.
Showed up on my doorstep.
doorstep, doorstep,
Showed up on my doorstep.
To win. I thought you didn't cross lines, that's the difference between guys like you and him.
I had no intention of submitting this affidavit.
affidavit, affidavit,
I had no intention of submitting this affidavit.